I hope you had been practicing and remembering the sign rule as well as the various rules that I taught you for addition and subtraction. So today we will be continuing with the next part, that is the subtraction of integers. So next we are going to discuss about how to subtract various integers. So let us solve some questions. Subtract minus 20 from 10. Since your lower classes, you have been learning that the number that comes after from is a minuend and the number that comes before from is a subtrahend. So obviously whenever you are going to subtract, you need to write the minuend first. So the minuend for this number is 10. After that, as we are going to subtract, so we have to put a minus sign here. Next, this minus sign is for subtraction. But before we write the subtrahend is minus 20. That means it is not a normal positive number, but it's a negative number that carries a minus sign. So for that, what you need to do is you have to put minus 20 within the bracket. This is the point where most of the students get confused and they make mistakes. But if you are careful enough, it is quite easy and understandable. So now after that, 10, and here again comes the sign rule that I have told you to revise again and again. Minus multiplied to minus will give us a plus and 20. So for this unexpectedly, the answer is 30. Once again, just try to focus how to solve this number. Just see it. The minuend is 10, the subtrahend is minus 20. So obviously the minuend is written first. And since it's subtraction, we have to put a minus sign. This minus sign stands for subtraction. And after that, since our subtrahend is a negative number, so it should be put inside the bracket. You cannot write it as 10 minus 20 or 10 minus 20. This will be completely wrong. Clear? Let's take a second example. 30 from minus 10. Suppose you are asked to subtract these two numbers. So in this case, we have the minuend as minus 10. So obviously first we will write minus 10. And since this is subtraction, so we have to put a minus sign. And then in this case, the subtrahend is a normal positive number. So we can simply write 30 without giving any bracket. Bracket was required here because minus 20 was a negative number. But bracket is not required here because 30 is a positive number. Now again go back to the rule number 3 that I had taught you on the addition and subtraction of integers. Both the numbers are now negative. And if both the numbers are carrying minus sign, that means you are supposed to add 10 plus 30, 40 and give a minus sign. As you go on practicing, this type of numbers will become easy. So a lot of practice is required for the first few days so that you become acquainted with these positive numbers and the negative numbers. Already you are acquainted with positive. Let us come to the third question. Suppose we have two negative numbers. Minus 11 from minus 9. Supposing you got this question. Now in this case, you see the minuend is also negative and the subtrahend is also negative. Obviously first we have to write the minuend, minus 9. Then the subtraction sign as you are going to subtract here, and then followed by the subtrahend, which is again a negative number. So you cannot write a negative number directly. This minus sign belongs to 11. This minus sign is not 11's minus sign. This minus sign is meant for subtraction. So you have to put a bracket here and write minus 11 within the bracket. Now let us open the bracket by following the sign rule as I have told you. Minus 9 and minus multiplied together will give us a plus and then 11. So now in this case you can see very clearly. You can go back to the rule number 2 that I have taught you. One number is negative and the other number is positive. So in this case, the rule says that you have to subtract. Remember the last teaching that I gave you? You have to subtract 11 minus 9, that becomes 2, and give the sign of the greater number. So which among the two is greater? 9 or 11? Obviously 11 is greater, and is carrying plus sign, so that means the answer is a positive 2. If you want, you can write plus 2 or simply you write 2. So I hope you understand the various methods by which you can subtract the numbers. We will take some more questions here. So we should not be confused with the sign. Always remember the sign rule and the 3 rules that I gave you for addition and subtraction. That is very helpful for you even in the higher classes, up to the higher classes. If these concepts are not clear, many of your doubts will remain as doubt till the higher. Let's come to some other questions, like question number 4. Subtract 50 from the sum of minus 20 and 10. Suppose now you have this variety of questions also in your exercises that subtract this from the sum of this and this. So just remember, now forget about the minus sign, the negative numbers. Simply when you take a question like this, what you are asked to do here? You have to subtract 50 from the sum of these two. That means you have to find the sum of these two numbers and subtract 50 from it. Okay? So obviously here in this case, if you see, I told you the from is very important. So after from, whatever comes is your minuend, and before from, whatever comes is your subtrahend. And obviously you should write the minuend first. And what is the minuend? Minuend is the sum of minus 20 and 10. The sum of minus 20 and 10. So since it is a sum, we are going to add. So minus 20 plus 10. The sum of these two, we are going to subtract what? 50 from it. So minus for subtraction, and 50 is a positive number. So simply write 50 here. Clear? Now, as we know, we will solve the bracket first. So we have what inside the bracket? We have a negative 20 and a positive 10. So when one is negative and the other one is positive, you are asked to subtract. So 20 minus 10 will give us 10. And which among the two is greater? 20 is greater, carrying a minus sign. So it becomes minus 10. So we have already solved this part. Let us come to the next part, minus 50. And the next step, what are you going to do? See the signs, check the sign. In the integer, the sign decides what you have to do. So both are carrying minus sign. Both are carrying minus sign. That means you are going to add them and give a minus sign to the answer. I hope the idea is clear. Always remember the word from is very important. After from, whatever comes is your minuend should be written first. And before from, whatever comes is your subtrahend, that should be written after writing the minus sign, because we are going to subtract here. Let's take another question. The different varieties of questions are there. Question number 5. Subtract the sum of minus 30 and minus 21 from the sum of 20 and minus 40. So just concentrate on the word from again. So after from, you have the sum of 20 and minus 40. Before from, you have the sum of minus 30 and minus 21. So in this case, what are you going to do? As I told you, what is the minuend? Should be written first. Minuend is the sum of 20 and minus 40. That means 20 plus, since it is the sum of these two. So 20 added to minus 40. This will be your minuend. Clear? So since you are putting a common bracket here, so we can use a curly bracket for the other purpose. So now 20 plus in the bracket you have minus 40 followed by a minus sign because you are going to subtract. You are going to subtract. Then again, what is the subtrahend here? The subtrahend is also the sum of minus 30 and minus 21. So let us write it down. Minus 30 plus minus 20. Okay. That means you are going to subtract the sum of this from the sum of this. So the sum of this is the minuend. The sum of this is the subtrahend. Now let's solve this. Open the bracket by using the sign rule again. 20 plus multiply to minus 40. 20 minus 40. And in this case, minus 30 plus multiply to minus is minus 21. Next, 20 minus 40. Now in this case, you see 20 is positive. It does not have any minus sign in front. So it is 20 is positive and 40 is negative. If one is positive, the other is negative. We are going to subtract. Obviously, 40 minus 20 is possible. So 40 minus 20 will give you a 20. And which among the two is greater? It's 40 carrying a minus sign. Minus 20. Again, you have a minus sign here. And then remember, don't open this bracket very soon before solving the number which is present inside the bracket. Now inside this bracket we have two negative numbers. There is minus 30 and minus 21. So now as you can see here, both are negative. So we will not be doing this bracket now, as this may affect the sum. So what we are going to do is first solve these two, minus 30 minus 21. So since both are negative, so we will be adding. Rule number 3 of addition and subtraction, do you remember it? So when both are negative, we will be adding it. 30 plus 21 will give us a 51. And since both are negative, we will be putting a minus sign. In this case, if you open the bracket beforehand, you will forget to multiply these two signs. Remember it. So you need to open the brackets very carefully. First solve whatever is inside the bracket and let it be inside the bracket itself. Now the next step, minus 20. Now you open the bracket by following the sign rule of multiplication. Minus multiplied to minus will give you a plus 51. So now let's come to the last step. In the last step we have a negative number and a positive number. One is minus, other one is plus. Subtract. Subtract 51 minus 20. So that will give us 31. Obviously 31. And which among the two is greater? As we can see, 51 is greater. It's a positive number. So we have no need to put any plus sign here. The answer is positive 31. So do remember, when you get questions like this, focus on the word from. Whatever comes after from should be written first. Whatever comes before from should be written as the subtrahend. And remember, when you are asked to write the sum of these two, one of them is negative, surely put the bracket and write the negative number. Very carefully you should write the negative number. And here also you should be careful when you are solving. Minus 20 I got here, and when I wrote this minus sign, I did not open the bracket because minus will affect the answer. So very carefully you have to solve this. So if after practice, you can easily solve this type of numbers. So now, without wasting any time, let us come to the multiplication of integers. Right? So for multiplication, we are following the same rule that I have explained you in the sign rule. Plus multiplied to plus will give you a plus. Minus multiplied to minus will give you a plus. Plus multiplied to minus will give you a minus. Minus multiplied to plus will also give you a minus. Always remember, the same signs multiplied together will give the plus sign. Same sign, minus minus plus. But opposite sign will always give a minus. It's as simple as you can just see it. Minus 50 multiplied to 3. Okay? Okay, wait, let's write it. 50 multiplied to 3 is equal to minus 50 multiplied to 3 is equal to 50 multiplied to minus 3 minus 50 multiplied to minus 3. Now here I have written 4 questions for you. Clear? So as you can see here, 4 questions have been written for you. The first one is obviously simple for everyone. 50 multiplied to 3 will definitely give us 150. This everybody knows. In all the cases, just you have to do this. 50 multiplied to 3 will give us 150. 50 multiplied to 3, 150. 50 multiplied to 3, 150. In all the cases, you have got 150 as the answer, but the signs will change. Now, the first question is very simple. It is a positive number, so the answer will be 150 itself. Now, let's come to the next part. 50 multiplied to 3 is 150, obviously. Clear? But then now, after multiplying the numbers, just look for the sign. Look for the sign. 50 is carrying a minus sign and 3 is carrying no sign. That means it is carrying what sign? It is plus. Clear? So minus multiplied to plus will always give us a minus. Clear? First multiply the number, then multiply the sign. 50 multiplied to 3 is 150. 50 is carrying no sign. That means it is carrying what? Plus sign. 3 is carrying minus sign. So plus multiplied to minus will give us again minus. The last one. 50 multiplied to 3 is 150. And minus multiplied, both are negative. So you can see here minus multiplied to minus will give us a plus. So by default it is understood that 150 is plus 150. So it's up to you. If you want to write, you can write plus 150, or simply 150 also means that it is positive. Clear? So I hope you understand this multiplication also. So let me give you some, explain you some numbers with some examples. Like suppose you have a number like this, clear? And you are asked to multiply. I told you the rule is first multiply the number normally. Don't look at the sign. Don't get confused with the sign. 2 multiplied to 1 is 2. 2 multiplied to 3 is 6. 6 multiplied to 4 is 24. Now look for the minus signs. How many minus signs you are having? So you can see here you have one minus sign, here is no sign, that means it is a plus sign. And here you have one more minus sign. So minus multiplied to minus will give you a plus. Plus multiplied to plus again will give you a plus. Plus multiplied to minus will give you a minus. So it is very difficult or sometimes very confusing to multiply like this. Students usually get confused with this. So let me tell you one shortcut method by which you can just identify what sign the product will be carrying. So simply you have to first multiply the numbers. 2 multiplied to 1. So after multiplication we got how much? 24. We have got it 24. The next thing what I am going to do is count the number of minus signs in the question. So how many minus signs are there in the question? 1, 2, 3. So if you have 3 minus signs, it is an odd number. I hope you all know the meaning of odd and even numbers. So we know that 3 is an odd number. So remember one thing, if there are odd number of minus signs, then the answer will be definitely negative. And if you have even number of minus signs, then the answer will be positive. Count, like suppose, let me give you one more example. Minus 11, 2 multiplied to minus 20. Okay. So after multiplication, how much you are going to get here? 2 multiplied to 20 is 40. 40 multiplied to 11, 440. Clear? So after getting the answer, now count the number of minus signs. How many minus signs you have in the question? 1, 2. 2 is an even number. So the answer will be plus. So it is not mandatory that you are going to write here plus sign. Obviously by default it is plus. I hope the idea is clear. Now let us come to the division, which is also very simple once you understand it. So 50 divided by 10 minus 50 divided by 10. Then you have 50 divided by minus 10, and again the next one is minus 50 divided by minus 10. Okay? This is your question on division. So I hope the first one is very simple for everyone. 50 divided by 10, everybody knows it is 5. So in every case, just divide the numbers. 50 divided by 10 is 5. 50 divided by 10 is again 5. Here also you have got the answer 5. Now, the first number is as simple. The answer will be 5 because both are positive, as you have been doing it till now. Now let's come to the second number. So it will also follow the sign rule. It will also follow the sign rule. Just see how. 50 divided by 10 is 5. 1 is minus, 1 is negative and the other one is positive. 1 is negative and the other one is positive means the answer will be always negative. So remember, this sign rule is very, very important. Clear? Then you have 50 divided by 10 is 5. 1 is positive, the other one is negative. 1 is positive, the other one is negative. I told you already, it's minus. And if both are negative, the answer will be positive. So the same rule applies for both for multiplication as well as division. Clear? So let us solve some numbers on division as well. Minus 200 divided by 20. Minus 200 divided by 20. So you know 200 divided by 20 is how much? 10. After dividing these two numbers, easily you are able to divide it, I know. After that, check the sign. One is negative, the other one is positive. Obviously, one is negative, the other one is positive. The answer will be always minus. Like minus 70 divided by minus 35. Okay. First, divide the number. Simply look at the number. 70 divided by 35 is 2. Both the numbers carry what sign? Minus sign. So when both the numbers are carrying minus sign, the answer will be always plus. So it is not very compulsory to write the plus sign. Simply you can write the answer 2. Clear? So I hope, dear students, you must be able to understand whatever we discussed in the part 1 and the part 2. Once again, to remind you, I would like to say that in the part 1 we introduced ourselves to integers, the various rules for addition. I gave you 3 rules. Do remember that they are the golden rules. And then we read about the sign rule, which is very, very important for solving any number on integers. And in the second video, we have practiced some various sums on subtraction, multiplication and division. So keep on practicing, and in the next video, I will be uploading some more varieties of numbers as well as some other concepts, important concepts which are left out. So see you soon. Thank you.